Hello everyone, this is Mars, Basehead Needs and Wants. I just want to give you guys impressions of my thoughts on first day of CanJam Singapore 2025. It's a long video. I have sort of like notes. I want to go over the IAMs that I've tried and I thought like absolutely worth the money, and also give you a feedback about like certain brands and what I thought overall about the experience. And I have a lot of talking points, so if I forget to mention something or I forget to mention your favorite IAM, don't get cross with me. I will try to cover as much as possible, and there will be, I think, 2 more videos of the second day, which is today. And once I go back home, I'll drop a third video about the whole experience and overall what I thought. So let's get straight to it. First of all, experience was amazing. I was able to meet, Jude, the head Fi CEO, and I met everybody, man. I met like Clinical. I met, the guy that made one of my favorite IAMs for audio, Bogdan, and he was cool. He was really cool. And so let's get straight to the experience. Experience was good. It's held at the Pan Pacific, Singapore. It's in downtown Singapore. Great, experience. Everything was organized. It's just, it's amazing. You do get to see your favorite brands, IAMs that are launching. Like, if you guys know the Elysian acoustic annihilator that is made by Lee. I think he's coming up with a new brand, something research. I haven't heard it yet. Everybody swears by that IAM. That is great and is amazing. I will listen to it today and give you my feedback in the second day impressions, which is tomorrow. But all in all, I've listened to, a couple of brands. I've listened to the Craft Ears Omnium Titanium. I've listened to the Mest Jet Black. I've listened to the Storm, and I've listened to IAM that is very hyped in the community, which is the Alpha Omega, and also listened to the Filigram, which is the $7,000 from the same Alpha Omega brand. So essentially there's a lot of things to try. I've tried also Astrolith again. I've tried the Clara. I've tried Annihilator 21 and 23. The 21 I tried Giz Audio's unit, his personal unit. He was kind enough to make me try it. It sounded like an Annihilator 23 to me, not a huge difference. So just a little bit less, maybe mid bass, or just less bass in general. I still need to listen to Vision Ears' new line. I need to listen to Awful flagship IAM. Also, I need to listen to. I've listened to Project K from For Audio, and I thought that IAM was fantastic. But let's just go, from the beginning. So for audio, they're launching the Project K, and I talked to Bogdan personally, and he said this IAM is actually sort of like, inspired by the Radon 6 and is going to replace the Radon 6. So once this IAM launches, no more Radon 6, they will stop. And to my ears, yes, it does sound like a Frontier series, more so close to the Radon 6 than the Xenon 6. It's more natural though, like you don't get those peaks from the Radon 6 or the Xenon 6. It's more smoothing out and it's more natural, less mid bass, maybe blow, just a little bit, smidgen, like less bass. And what I liked about it is just the small shell and the huge wide stage, ridiculously wide stage. And also, I don't think it's as detailed as Radon 6 would. Radon 6 is still would bring up more details because of like how it's boosted up through the upper mid range, where it brings just a little bit of those extra like harmonics and a little bit of smaller details that usually hide in this behind, you know, the instrument and the tracks that when everything is busy. So yeah, but the tuning is good, it's nice, I like it. It's a bit expensive though, like it's mostly like 3K. I do think it's better than the Krypton 5 though. I listened to the Krypton 5, I think it's nice, but I think it's not on the level of the Project K. And I'm not really sure if Project K would be limited to some certain units. I could confirm that with Bogdan today. But ridiculous, honestly. Very down to earth, very nice guy. I've been having issue with my Xenon 6 Custom for the fit, and I mentioned this before, and he was kind enough to take it with him and open an RMA on the spot for me, and he's giving me different options, how he's gonna reshell it. He's just a cool guy. I think for audio, man, is one of the best companies that when you spend your money, you get very robust customer support after purchase. It's ridiculous, you know. I love them to death, you know. I feel so comfortable like spending my money on these guys because that's why I initially, like before I got in the Radeon 6 and the Xenon 6, and I was comfortable to do so because I knew these guys would take care of me, and as they're, you know, catering to, you know, artists like Asha, you know, Billie Eilish. So it's ridiculous, man. You feel comfortable dealing with them. Their name brand and the repetition really, they care about that a lot. So they want to, you know, give you the best experience possible. So another thing that I want to mention so that I don't forget, as you see here, I have the Craft Ears Omnium Titanium, and this is the only prototype I am made. So this is the same unit that is being, you know, demoed at the CanJam. Jedrak is a cool guy that I met, and I was in contact with like 3 months ago. He's a real cool guy. I love, you know, the way he carries himself. Very respectful, humble guy. Just to give you a little background information. So Jedrak is a guy that I contacted before because I was interested in the Craft Ears Omnium, the regular version of the titanium, that one that is gold. And he was kind enough to send it to me, you know, back home, Saudi Arabia. And I was really, you know, excited to try that I am. I tried it, and essentially I didn't like that I am. I just didn't feel like it had good upper mid-range energy, and it's just the bass didn't hit, you know, the way I like it, and it was just like mid-range centric, you know. Vocal sounded good. You do get like separation within the instrument and the ad-libs and, you know, the breaths and the vocalist and stuff like that, which is, you know, great for reference tuning for people on stage to hear yourself. I think is one of the best, and hear the instruments, right? But it's not for me like an audiophile wanting to enjoy a little bit of excitement. It wasn't for me. I'd given him the feedback. I met him yesterday, shook his hand, tell him, oh, I'm Mars. I contacted you 3 months ago about getting the crafties. He was like so excited to see me. Just a cool guy, man. I just love like his values and everything he goes about. And he was so excited to see me. He's like, you know, I did work on the feedback that you've given me, and hopefully I could deliver what you're looking for. And it's just like, it makes you feel that I meant something to him, that he wanted to satisfy me, and also other people that thought, you know, they needed more mid bass or bass in general and more energy. So he told me, just meet me after the show. I'll give you the Craft Ears Omnium Titanium. You could just take it with you and listen to it and bring it tomorrow so that we could let other people demo it. I was like, man, that's cool. So Jedrak is really, I love, you know, dealing with this guy. It's just like, you know, very humble guy, and I promise you, for what he does and how capable he is, other, like, you know, brands, they will be, you know, the CEOs or people in charge will be so cocky, and like they see you and pass by you, they don't say hi. But I don't want to dwell out of topic, so let's stay on, you know, on topic. I tried the Craft Ears Omnium Titanium. I love it a lot. he does definitely improved it a lot with this silver cable. I think it's a mixed silver and copper or something, like it's a special, and it does sound much better to my likings than the regular Ears Omnium. It's much more refined, has more energy. Yes, it does have more bass, but it's not bloaty bass. So comparing to Clara and Astrolith, I didn't like these IAMs, guys. And I'm not shaming, Campfire Audio. They're great people. I don't think they're like IAMs or their tuning is for me. It's just I find their tuning is wonky. It's just like, shouty and aggressive, and it's just, even the bass is just, it's not to my liking. It's just it's not something that I would enjoy personally. I know other people rave about the Astrolith, and I think it would be my favorite out of everything that they sell. I tried the Trifecta recently. Man, it's awful. It's like that, like peaky triple with like crazy bass and shoutiness and everything. It's a lot going on. I don't know like how people like that. It's just ridiculous. Like, to me, it's just like I didn't like it. I just want to. It's not for me. I don't want to shame anything. I think they're doing good job for some other people. It's not for me. It's not to my liking. So, Ears Omnium. I actually thought these IAMs would sound something similar to what this titanium Ears Omnium sounds like, because from the description I thought that's what it would sound like. And I think the Ears Omnium is so much more refined than a lot of IAMs that I like. I think it's more refined than the Radon 6, for example, from For Audio. Like, it's a little bit smoother, but you do lose a lot on the details and a little bit of the harmonics, usually in the upper mid-range. Just a little bit of that, humming in the song and a little bit of details. You do lose that, and in result, you get much more refined IAM and less fatiguing than Radon 6. Radon 6 will bring more even texture through the highs. You will hear more flickers, like with the guitars. You will hear those, feel it in your soul. So, but this could be fatiguing for some people. So this one is more warm, natural tuning, like, at some times, and then when you crank the volumes a little bit, like warm, bright, sort of like type of tuning. It's amazing. I like it a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna do a review because I only will have it for today, and I'm gonna have to give it back. I could ask Jedrak to take it after the show home with me so I could listen to it in a flight and then ship it back to him, but I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do that, because he told me, actually, he offered that if you just email us, we'll send you a unit for test, and I'm not really sure I want to do that because I'm going to be busy a couple weeks because I'm going to a different job, but that's a different thing. So let's focus on other impressions of IAMs. Okay, Alpha Omega. Omega is good, guys. It's good. It sounds good, but I think it needs more refinement. Is it hyped? It's not hyped. I think it's good. It like what I met the guy that makes it. They're just cool young guys. It's like, I think they're 20 years old or 25. They're very young guys. One of them is doing the cables. The other one is doing the IAMs. I think they're affiliated with Music Tech, so their filigram is only going to be sold at Music Tech, and most of their unit goes to Music Tech, so United States. Andrew, shout out to Andrew. I love Andrew. He's a cool guy. But I bought several IAMs from him, bought a DAB before. Great, amazing guy. And Alpha Omega, I think it needs to be more refined. It's a little bit bright. The bass quality is good, but the decay and where that bass ends and sometimes how it hits is just a little bit, it needs a little bit of refinement in both ends. Vocals could get too much sometimes, so I feel like it needs to be refined, but it's not hyped. It's good. I actually like it more than, the Campfire Audio stuff, because it generally has the resemblance of what I want, so, but still needs to be refined. And if I don't like something or it's not to my likings, I will mention to you that it's good. Like the Astrolith is good. It's not to me personally is not something that I want to invest in, but it's good. Clara is more of like, I think it's muddy, like it muds a little bit of that details and too much bass. It's ridiculous, so Astaroth would have more details and it would be more technical than Astrolith. So, and that's that. And I tried the Mesh Jet Black, and yeah, for Alpha Omega, it's good, needs refinement. Their Filigram, which is a $7,000 IM, I think it's good. It sounds like an Alpha Omega, but it's more smoother. Still needs refinement in my opinion. Those 6 ESTs, he needs to tune it in a smoother way. Talk to Jedrak, he's talking about he's using BAs for the treble from Knowles, and it was interesting for me because he's like, there is a new Knowles BAs, which the technology called RDU, or the name of the BAs, and he swears that these BAs have better timbre for the highs than the ASTs, and ASTs will suck much more power, and they're not loud enough. You need to tune them in a way where they need to be shouty, and it's just very hard to deal with. So that's something interesting. Maybe I already talked to the guy of the Alpha Omega about this, and maybe I'll introduce him to Jedrak tomorrow. Maybe he could help him to smoothen those Alpha Omega and Fulgrim just a little bit even more. And if he did that, I think he has crazy winner IAMs in his belt. Like, his stage is good, the treble need to be refined a little bit, and the bass just a little bit, like fixing that decay of the bass and where it hits and how things sounding, just a little bit more coherent, like for the tuning. Yeah, so I was gonna go about like the Mesh Jet Black. Mesh Jet Black is good. I think it's a winner. I loved everything about it. I think it sounds better than the Mesh Mark II. I thought honestly it's going to be just another Mesh Mark II, but it's not. It sounds good, it's different, it hits clean and harder than the Mesh Mark II, and it's smoother in the highs, but it's still revealing. You get more details. And I know some of you gonna hit me up with, you comparing out of memory, you can't do that. No, I actually did listen to the Mesh Mark II because they had it in there. So I did go back and forth, and Mesh is still good, it has that stage and everything. But the main difference, so I could make it easy for you to make a decision or maybe to pursue one of these IAMs, Jet Black will hit hard but clean without mudding like anything. It's just clean mid bass and bass. It sounds holographic. It's as wide as the Mesh. Stage is good, and as I said, it's smoother in the highs, but it will reveal more details, so you're not sacrificing anything. It's essentially, it feels like a Mesh. Vocals are crazy, are good. Like, it's just, I think they're better than the Mesh Mark II. Vocals are good, and generally liked everything that it did. We talked about the Storm before. I think it's a good IAM, very unique IAM. It doesn't wow you. It's not as like wow IAM, but it's more of a, I want the best timbre in the game. I want, I'm earning 1 billion a year. I want to get one IAM, and I want to buy like $10,000 DAB, and I just want to listen to the best timbre. I'm chilling, I'm cool. Storm is catered probably to those type of people, because that's, I think, what it goes for. Best timbre, it's relaxed. Multiverse Mentor is good. Bass hits good, clean, it's wide, it's dynamic. Shells are a little bit big. It's I would say Alpha Omega is bigger shells, much bigger shells, but they're both comfortable, but maybe you need the right tips to fit them. So generally I feel like the Multiverse Mentor is really good. I'm not really sure if I like the Jet Black more than sorry, just my video just disconnected, so I had to record again. But yeah, to cut things short, I think the Mesh Jet Black is really good. It's one of these IAMs that really is worth the money, and for me, I feel like in the 2000 mark, it's worth it. It's really worth it. and I cannot compare it to other like IAMs like the Project K or like the Multiverse Mentor, because it's just like I need probably time. But yeah, it sounds good. There is another IAM that I want to talk about quick because I don't have space on my phone. An IAM comes from iSlab Subtromica, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a really good IAM for 2K. I think it's really goes head to head with the Mist and the other IAMs that I liked within the 2K region. Below the 2K region, I think the Legion is really, really, really good. Like, I honestly got one. This is it. This is from the Zeppelin store. My favorite people and my favorite store at Singapore. Like the way they present the IEMs and they just put them down there for you to try and test things for your liking. And what I love is that about these stores that they're integrated with a coffee store, just like the Hangout for Clinical is just integrated with an ice cream place that is owned by Fat Freak, which is called Freaky Cones. I like this concept because you'll be able to sit down and sip on coffee and listen to great IMs. But Zeppelin to me is just more friendly, and they don't pressure you to buy something. They will give you to listen to all the lineup and they tell you, come again, please. And I met them here at CanJam. Fantastic. I bought this from them because it's just my experience with them was fantastic, man. I loved everything that they went by, and it's just like great values. I met the CEO or the owner of the Zeppelin store. One of them is just great people, man. I love this store, and every time I come to Singapore, I'm gonna visit them, and I'm actually gonna go see them after CanJam before I leave. And yeah, so we got the Legion in here. Box looks crazy. I haven't opened it yet. I think I will open it later and listen to it on the flight back home. Looks amazing. I love the Zeppelin store. Had to support them. Got it on a good deal, essentially like $817 US dollars with tax, and still I'm going to collect my tax when I leave. So it's a great deal, fantastic deal. And I think below 1,000 you're not gonna get something what this does. Legion is really good, guys. I'm not hyping it. It's really good. What it does is fantastic. You get that energy, you get that fun tuning. It's like, getting good triple, good bass. You do feel the bone conduction. It's the only IAMs that I actually feel it vibrating in my ears. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm gonna give you still my impression about things that I listened to today. But mainly this is all that I wanted to say. First day was successful, was beautiful. The only thing that I got in the Legion, I may get an effect audio code 24 limited M or limited, the purple one. And I think it sounded good with my Xenon 6. Let's see if I'm gonna get it, because I just sent in my Xenon 6 for repairs and refitting. So I'm not really sure I want to invest in that cable, but maybe if I got it on a good deal. I think it brought good bass and dynamics to the Xenon 6. So let's see how it goes. I will let you know. If you have questions, please ask down specific questions of things you want me to try, things you want me to compare. If I have the time, I will happily do so. But generally, I felt like the Craft Ears Omnium is a winner for me. Grand Maestro Anniversary Edition is a really good too. I might be actually getting that with me back home, not really sure. So I'll talk to Fat Freak if that's possible, because I pre-ordered this like 8 months ago, and I'm just like waiting on them to fix whatever refinement to the accessories and the IAM itself. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. iSlab, I just can't pronounce it. Spectroma, something like that. So that IAM is a winner to me, and I will try to get more impression of it, and I'll let you guys know. It's just like, for me, it had good dynamics like the Mist, and it's just natural and more refined than the Astrolith and the Clara, which is in the same range. Spectroma, I think. Spectromica. Yeah, Spectromica. Yeah, that's how we say it. Thank you so much, and sorry, and if I didn't mention your favorite IM, write it down in a comment. I will try to come up with my 10 top 10 my favorite IMs that I've listened to so far in Singapore last 6 days, and yeah, we'll let you know. But yeah, again, Jedrak is really cool guy, lending me his unit, the only unit here in Singapore right now of this prototype, and he's a cool guy. Please contact Jedrak if you're interested in Ears Omnium. He will ship it to you, maybe with the deposit. You'll have to pay for a deposit. And yeah, thank you so much.